All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Jason here, founder, creator, instructor, TCP Supersystem. You see on the screen. Got a quick one tonight for you. We got two alerts we're going to show you tonight. It walks you through actually how you can leverage the system and not make a mistake on the downside. We're also going to look at the Bitcoin chart and maybe the XRP chart, and then wrap this one up pretty quick. Again, social channels in the bottom. Fiat leak in the bottom right with Bitcoin. You can see we're trading about 94,875 right now on this May 5th, Cinco de Mayo 2025. Again, we bring this system to you for free. None of this is financial advice. We only share this information, signals, interpretations to help you identify areas of opportunity to make those alpha returns that we talk about. We are not financial advisors, so please make your own decisions. Be careful. Again, share this for free. It took me 2 to 3 years, so please like, share, subscribe. That helps me keep this free and keeps the channel running. We thank you. We're growing this thing slowly but surely, the right way. So, last thing I'll say before we get into the charts, 3 training videos have been put out there. There's a number we call out in each one. If you can give us those 3 numbers in any of our social channels, direct message us. You can put through any crypto or equity that you want. All you gotta do is request it and we'll make a video for that or incorporate it into a video. But you gotta give us those 3 numbers. That tells us you've watched the videos and it'll give you a good way to understand why we're saying the things that we do. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into it real quick. So again, Bitcoin on the daily here. Going back, I still urge you to go back a couple days now. We had a Bitcoin video when these signals were firing right here, and this confirmed uptrend signal happened on April 17th. And I think Bitcoin was right around the 84, 85, somewhere in that range, 87 maybe. And we said, don't be surprised if we see a $95,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin within 2 weeks. Well, we did. We got up to 90, actually might have got up to like 97. Yeah, almost 98. So we nailed that. We're seeing a little chop here, a little consolidation. Our moving averages here, the 100-day, 200-day, they're serving as support. But we want to show you, we're seeing a little bit of weakness in our mean reversion data. This red line here, it's hovering right in this green zone. Based on its next move, that's going to tell us a lot. So it's either going to spike up and it's going to keep all these, the orange and the blue lines up above that red zone. That'll be very healthy, very good for Bitcoin. I feel like that's very possible here, just given all the catalyst out there, plus our hot sensors, they're not showing any kind of overbought state. They're all above the midline, which is positive, and they're all white. So there's plenty of room to run here, but we'll see what happens next. So that is Bitcoin at the moment. And again, you can see back here on these red, when these hot sensors are red, I mean, we nailed the top on that too. So that was fantastic. XRP, we gotta satisfy our XRP family out there. Again, you can see here, going back to yesterday's video, we got a potential trend reversal to the downside. We're hovering right around that 200-day. We're going to see if that holds as support or we break it. And again, that next big level of support would be around that $1.50 mark. And I wouldn't be shocked if we see that. And I think that's going to be an amazing opportunity. We're getting ready to load the boat. We are accumulators of XRP. We do not sell it, but we do look for additional opportunities to add to our bags, like we've said in the past. So that is what we're doing here. Again, you can see getting a crossover on the short hot sensor, which is not a good thing for the short term. Our mean reversion data, everything is trending back down through that green zone. The red's approaching the extreme on the bottom side. And usually what will happen, that red line will hit those extreme zones and just kind of trend sideways a little bit, drag the whole thing down. And then we'll be looking for certain things to happen before we make that move back to the upside. So I think there might be some fantastic opportunity here in the short term for XRP holders if you're looking to add more. Again, none of it's financial advice, but it's going to be a good opportunity. Then we'll go into the 2 alerts that we actually got today. And there's in my opinion, some good examples on how you can leverage some of this and apply the principles that we've kind of laid out to not make a mistake. And this is Arbitrum and Centrifuge. So in the Arbitrum chart, I want to show you the alert today came in this afternoon, and there was a potential trend reversal up, and that was at 32 cents. Right now we're at 31 cents. So that up yellow triangle has disappeared because the price action has retraced a little bit, so that signal went away. And that's why when it comes to the yellow signals, we always say 1 to 3 days to get more confidence that it's a legitimate trend reversal. That didn't materialize, so you could have stayed out of that trade. A lot of people would have jumped the gun, but we always say on those yellow signals, they must be supported by the mean reversion or the hot sensors. And if you look at this, this was the potential trend reversal down, right? And that was yesterday, I believe. That was yesterday. And you can see we're getting a crossover to the downside on the short-term hot sensor. The medium and long-term, the color schemes are declining, meaning getting worse, going from gray to blue and from yellow to orange. Next, we would expect to see red on the long-term or red on the short-term, supported further by dark green diamond. If you're going to make a move and you can find a dark green diamond with a hot red, a red hot sensor, that is a fantastic, or typically has been a fantastic position to, scale ins, whether it's a dollar cost average or a bigger position. Sometimes we take bigger ones when we see that, but that may not be the way you do it, but that's fine. We're just here to try to help you identify those areas of opportunity. But you got to do your own research, make your own decision there. But again, on the Arbitrum, the mean reversion data looks pretty weak. I mean, you could get a huge quick bounce here, but I don't see that happening, not with where these hot sensors are. So look for that to come down a little bit more. And then Centrifuge is pretty similar. Again, we had a potential to the upside at 14.2. We're now at 14. So same kind of scenario. It retraced a little bit. That signal went away. So we're going to have to wait and see if that resurfaces. Again, we've got really all three hot sensors are below the midline. The short one just crossed over to the downside. Worsening color scheme. So again, that looks pretty weak. Mean reversion looking pretty weak. The red volatile lines in the extremes to the downside. So it's likely going to drag down the other two lines. And then we'll be looking for certain activity with those lines in order to try to pinpoint that bottom. And some of that will depend on the diamond formations and the hot sensors, but we'll have to wait and see. So that was a short, quick one for you. Again, TCP Supersystem, remarkable job at identifying these areas of opportunity. I'm Jason, the creator. 2 to 3 years here. We've fine-tuned this thing. We use this on a daily basis and bring it to you for free in the hopes that you'll like, share, subscribe to keep this channel running so we can keep it free. But until next time, best trading, and we'll see you tomorrow. And we appreciate you all. And yeah, thank you.